Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYuGiOh here with a YGO Omega Daily Duel. Today we're playing some Altergeist Dogmatika. This list was taken from Ready for Duel. The player who built this deck, his name was Lalo Lelis. He topped the local with the deck, so nothing like super exciting, but the deck looked really fun. I haven't played Altergeist since fall of 2018. Want to give it a try. Gonna lead on some Pot of Extravagance, banish 6. Did not get rid of anything super important. We still have 1 Link Rebo. We still have 2 Hexia. Did get rid of Prime Banshee and Selene, which makes it almost impossible to go into access code. We get Ashed. We'll activate Nadir. Dump Hextia, search Ecclesia, summon Ecclesia, effect. We get Valord. Okay, rough start. Worth noting, the list was not playing any Titanclad, which is interesting to me, but I guess we set spoofing, set judgment, past the turn. Not liking where we're at right now. Opponent activates Karis. Sure, can't stop that. Discards Kit. Yeah, so we get this 1 judgment that can only stop inherent summons, which Tribrigade don't really do. So we are in a pickle. Karis is going to activate, banish 2. That is not great, but we can't do anything about it. Opponent summons Bearbrum. So even if we do judgment a summon, they're still going to have Revolt. Maybe an argument to just save the judgment for the Revolt. Opponent makes Rugal, activates Bearbrum. Gets Revolt, gonna put a card back. Cannot attack over Ecclesia, so we get to keep it for whatever that's worth. Opponent has 2 engrave. I think we don't. So we can judgment this, keep our opponent from summoning Ancient Warriors, Double Dragon, but then they still have Revolt. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about a game that's already over. Opponent activates Fractal. Fractal can attack over Ecclesia, so opponent summons Baron Blossom. Not Double Dragons, that's interesting. Goes to battle. Attack our Ecclesia. I think if either one of these cards had resolved, we would have been in okay shape. Taxes for 23, taxes for 16. Opponent does not have a Tribrigade engraved to summon back with Rugal. Worth noting. Main phase 2. Alright, I think we need to top deck an Altergeist card. Opponent goes to make Shurag. 50-50 chance we lose judgment. Do we take this? No, we'll let him summon it. Hope they don't hit judgment. They do hit judgment, and I think judgment hitting Revolt was basically our last hope. Opponent sets a card, probably Revolt. We draw for turn. We draw a Manifestation. We're not beating Revolt. I don't want to scoop early. Alright. We won't scoop. I do very much think this game is over. Activate spoofing, put back manifestation. Search multi-faker. Effect of multi-faker. Summon multi-faker. Effect. Summon silk. Effect of silk. Bounce multi-faker. Bounce Shureg. Set another spoofing. Pass the turn. Opponent activates Revolt. Nobody saw this coming. Summons Nerval, Kareth, Kit, Rugal. Triggers a million effects. Nerval effect, Kit effect, Shureg effect, Rugal effect. I don't normally use the Kit effect when I activate Revolt because there's dumping one to grave just doesn't really accomplish anything, and I want to leave them in the deck either for cat or to draw them. Okay, opponent banishes our second trap, which is the only way we're triggering multi-faker, so we are literally dead here. Alright, game 2, we're going first. Do we change anything? Gamma Seal's not good, Evenly's not good, Secret Village isn't good. Our opponent's deck can play their own Imperial Order. Droplet isn't good. Dark Sacrifice. This card is spicy. I've never seen this card before, but I don't think Tribrigade is doing any destroying, so I think we just run it back. That went about as poorly as that game could have possibly gone. Opponent just had all of the answers. Our hand wasn't exciting. This hand is also not exciting. We're gonna slam Extravagance into an Ash. We slam Extravagance into an Ash. Set 1. Set 2 back row. Pass the turn. Well, maybe this will end up being a very short duel. Opponent has Twin Twist. Discarding Fractal doesn't seem good, but Twin Twisters is kind of rough. We give up half of our life points to keep a Solemn Strike. Opponent has a cat. Okay. Tags out the cat. We will strike that. And now we're down to 2,500 and we have nothing. Opponent passes. We draw a Marionetter is not bad. Effective Marionetter. Set Protocol. Go to battle. Attack for 16. Pass the turn. Opponent draws. Has Twin Twisters, discards Kit. Oh god. No reason to chain it. Effective Kit. Dumps Nerval. Nerval search. Okay, so our opponent has 4 Beast Warriors in grave. So they just normal this, summon Shureg, attack us for gain. I guess we have the floor, which they just attack over. So floor isn't like good, but we're technically not dead. And that's like technically not dead in like the most technical sense, because then we're left with Silk and whatever's on the top of our deck. Effective Fractal. Banishes 2. Okay, opponent's gonna get fancy. Summons Bearbrum. Summons Bearbrum pointing at Fractal, which is alright. They're attempting to go to main phase, go to battle, so we're going to activate Floor. They can't attack over it. It's waiting for a response. They have some quick effect. We're going to special summon Floor in defense. Maybe they won't be able to attack over this. Goes to battle. Attacks over Marionetter. I think we're still losing, but I feel like going into Bearbrum was very much the wrong play here. Opponent goes to main phase 2. Summons Rugal. Rampager's gonna get Revolt. They put the Revolt on the bottom of the deck. That's how we win this. Sets a card. It's definitely not Revolt. We draw in a Deer Servant. That's okay. Activate Nadir Servant. Dump. Untus, search Ecclesia. Effective Untus, target Rugal. Opponent chains Rugal. Targeting Fractal. Effective Rugal, gonna shrink Floor. Normal summon Ecclesia. Effective Ecclesia. Search Punishment. Go to battle. Floor, attack, Fractal, activate Floor. So if our opponent might not be planning on banishing Floor with Shurig. Okay, opponent's not going to banish Floor. We attack for 2,000. I wonder if they're waiting to try to banish Punishment. Go to main phase 2. Set Punishment. Pass the turn. Opponent revolts. Yeah, this doesn't feel like a good matchup for our deck. I mean, our opponent has had double Twin Twisters against us and then Ash for our Extrav, so we've been in trouble both of these games. But non-targeting banishing seems like it lines up very well against our removal. Opponent dumps Oath. Okay. Searches Fractal, banishes our Punishment. Opponent draws. We're down to 22. Normal Fractal. Opponent probably just goes for access code here. Our opponent has I won't say they're overthinking because they don't know that we don't have Nibiru. But our opponent's been taking some very roundabout ways to kill us. Activates Fractal. Really thinking on this Fractal effect in a way that I'm not sure matters. They're playing Oath, which is really interesting against our deck. Maybe, here's, okay, new plan. Here's how we win this. Our opponent thinks so hard on this Fractal activation that they time out and we win the game that way. Banishes 2, summons a Baron Blossom, triggers Shurag. If they banish... Okay, banishes Ecclesia, probably correctly. They're just gonna crash Shurag, because that also works. Makes an okay, now our opponent's just flexing on us. Makes an Anaconda. Pays 2,000. Not a card Tribrigade usually plays. Dumped 2, gets a Dragoon. We are super dead. GG, opponent.